So, if you watched my streams or my YouTube videos in the past 6 months to a year, you've probably heard me talk about Hyperlight Breaker in some capacity. I've personally been very excited for this one, and I've been kind of looking at this game to challenge what I believe is Risk of Rain's unending grasp over the 3D roguelike space. Bold dreams, but I'm a dreamer. So I kind of jumped at the opportunity to play it a bit before early access release. One of the many perks of being a content creator, so thanks to them for allowing me to play and sponsoring the video. I appreciate it. I think this game is interesting. This is going to be a little bit more of a chatty video than many of you on YouTube are accustomed to, but I want to take a moment to break down first what I think about this game so far from more of a design perspective, and just what I think about it before we get into more just raw gameplay stuff of like what a run looks like. Firstly, I think this game is hard. And honestly, okay, I suck a little bit, but I think so far from what I've played, this may be the hardest / most punishing 3D roguelike out there right now. That's not an insult. In fact, I like that. I think it's, for me, a breath of fresh air. When I'm scared in a game, does that make sense? I want to feel the fear of the situation I'm in. And I feel like the last time I had emotions like these was during my time with Tarkov, like desperately trying to make it out of a map alive. It kind of has echoes of that to me a lot of the time, but it really is a brutal game. It is tough. I do think this may be a roguelike potentially for a lot of people who've kind of been interested in the roguelike space for the easier, like Vampire Survivors type screen wipe, Gig of Power fan experiences. This is a little different, right? It's a little more brutal. Secondly, I want to point out how, in my personal opinion, I think this may bring a new subgenre into the roguelike space. It definitely has the potential for that. We've seen some pretty innovative roguelike elements be taken from, game to game in the genre and adapted. And I think this is going to be no different than maybe some of the initial steps that Slay the Spire took when it feels like they changed the roguelike genre with, their map layouts and ascension systems and stuff. It's like they took RPG elements and wrapped it in a roguelike experience. So let's kind of break down what that means. Each run starts with, a newly generated map. So they have like the procedural map with biomes and stuff. And you have the goal of killing the bosses essentially. And then, it's a roguelike. So if you die, it runs over. But you get 4 lives and you can actually enter and exit the map. You can extract from the map with supplies as many times as you want. So this expands each run to potentially crazy lengths. And I think it really is an innovative twist on kind of the roguelike formula. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this in any game I could really think of that's not an actual just extraction game. I mean, obviously, like some roguelikes have the idea of like, oh, you do an entire run and collect stuff during it, but this is a little bit different. You can tell they wanted more than just, a run that lasts like an hour on some run you've seen before. They want something you can like really experience over a while. They wanted to lengthen out the run progress a little bit. Sometimes it could feel like a mini RPG, right? You're exploring this map, getting stuff, learning it, upgrading, buying, looting, killing, extracting, and it could take a long time. Or it could be extremely quick if you get owned, which is easy to do. But I don't know, I think it's fascinating actually. It's good to see someone break the formula that we've been seeing for so long. And to add on to that point, I think the map generation is kind of cool, right? Obviously there's structures that aren't procedural, but the layout of the map kind of works well in my opinion. I haven't run anything that feels super weird, just kind of flows. I'm less of an explorer gamer than most though, so while I can acknowledge the maps look picturesque and beautiful at times with I love the trees, man. Trees are nice. It's not something I'm frothing at the mouth over. I know the No Man's Sky Explorers Guild fans are going to appreciate this though, but again, it's I'm here for the combat, I'm here for the roguelike stuff, I'm here for the builds. And overall though, it is early access, so pretty early days. And with that comes the expectation that things aren't perfect yet, but despite that I like the groundwork of what's here and the potential of this game enough to make this video, which should be obvious in itself. I don't just make videos about anything random. I wanted to actually make this video for the last like 6 months or something. I'm wanting to talk more about healthy innovation, and I want to support good ideas in the roguelike space to hopefully better it as a whole. Let's get into gameplay and we can show off some cool builds and stuff. Alright, so jumping into gameplay here, since the runs are so long, or can be so long, especially this one, I'm dropping you guys a little bit into it already. I have some stuff. I have a few things, like I have extra crit chance and a little bit of extra damage as some of my perks. And I have a legendary perk that allows me to heal when I crit, which is awesome. Since healing is the biggest part of this game, it feels like, or, avoiding damage and managing health and stuff. So I really actually like where this build's going at the moment. I thought this would be a better indication of what, gameplays like then, maybe like a day one video where I'm just like, oh, I'm wandering around doing nothing, with no build or anything. I want to see some cool stuff. So obviously you've probably seen snippets of the combat already and everything. I think I had taken a break before I started this. I had played this run for a few hours and I went to eat food and then came back. Just looking at my perks and stuff here. We also have a use item, kind of like an equipment and risk of rain, where I drop a giant rock or a big block of stone. Also, I want to point out, every time I use this gun that I have, it's like unupgraded as hell, so it's terrible. Didn't parry. You're gonna see that a lot, me not parrying. Also, if you can tell, ow. I'm not recording this live. I did get the parry, we're in. But I wanted to, I basically just sat down. And, my god. The exploding trap of the big guy is crazy annoying. You can already see I'm really low health here, just from a few mistakes, and we just dropped back into the map. I have one med kit, bottom left, that you can see that. But I can't heal non-red health, so that's like basically recent damage. So I'm kind of stuck here with the health I have, unless I parry a bunch, which is terrifying and hard for me at this point. Or use my medkits. We can also look around the map for things called like medi-gems, and you can create medkits at shrines, but it kind of seems like there's a limited number of those. You blocked, idiot. So it's not really like a resource I want to use. I would much rather leave the map, extract with some stuff, than use up a medkit, honestly. It's so important. Especially since we're, looking to kill some bosses here. At some point, obviously, I did use it. But it's time to go to the pad. As you know, everything is procedurally generated. All the map is and stuff. And I've never run into a situation where I can't get to the pad. This is included, by the way. You're not even... It doesn't even look like I'm supposed to go this way. The thing about the procedural generation is it leads me a lot to really look to take as many shortcuts as possible. Like, there are so many, like, rivers and lakes and stuff that, like, separate some biomes. And it's, like, almost my mission to cut across as many sections as possible that it seems like I'm not supposed to. Everything is actually pretty well-rounded. But, yeah, so to leave the map, you actually have to undergo a little bit of a fight here. There's like a couple waves of enemies, so... And it does heal you as well, as you saw. So it's not like you can just leave for free. If you're playing particularly poorly, maybe like I am right now, just eating fucking hits. Just over and over again. You could end up like getting into the extraction and then just dying there. And then wasting a life. So at this point, I was like, okay, I'm dying. I need to not mess up. I want to get all the resources, the blood off the ground, and not parry that. I'm trying to shoot the gun, get a crit, get my red health back. That perk I have to heal red health is so insanely strong. I haven't seen all the perks, obviously, because there seems to be a lot. I don't know how many there are. But man, I really don't see any other one I would want. There's like another one that healed me. I don't know. There's some things to do in the shop phase, right? You can buy things, upgrade weapons, for example, or things like that, but didn't do much. We got our medkit back from the many gems that we had just stored up. And I guess that is the one thing that is kind of a limiter, right? Like I said. This is one of the bosses. I don't have enough prisms yet to open that door. I thought it was the other boss. Yeah, I'm looking at him now. I was like, oh, that's the one I thought I was at here. So we're going to try to get there and see if I can start that fight, A, without taking damage, and B, see if we win. See, this is an example of, like, I don't really know if I was supposed to go that way. I don't think it's because there's like actual bridges between areas and zones, and I, I just shortcut everything. It's really fun though. Like once you learn the movement, to seeing like what you can kind of get away with. So unfortunately, I'm kind of thinking in my head, I don't really want to fight these guys, right? Like, I kind of want to be careful here. I want to start this boss fight with full health. So I'm trying to just, you know, lead him away. Ooh, I framed that. There is like a shielder, right, that we have to take out to deal damage to the other ones. That orb explodes, by the way. So I really want to be careful of that too. I really like how every fight feels scary. And maybe I'm just like at the point still where I'm just like, I'm just learning and I'm bad enough to where it feels scary, you know? But oh, I like that feeling where it's just like every fight can be actually a problem. I know that, you know, that's a thing that definitely comes from, you know, my time with games like Tarkov and stuff like that, but I like that feeling. New perk on the ground, can't really get it right now. That was so greedy. I just got like stuck myself in a combo. Fortunately, ooh, get parried, bitch. I got some red health back there, so I didn't lose too much. Which again, an amazing perk. But the thing is, like, I think to get good at this game, you just have to parry, like, all the time. And it's hard, man. It is so hard. It's so much harder than it looks. Just seeing, because like you might be watching this, but, like, why didn't he parry? I don't get. Dude, I don't know. I've never played like a bunch of Souls-likes or anything like that. Not to say that's what this is, but you know, maybe it's like just a huge skill issue. Okay, this gun way better. It's blue rank, and the one I have, I just didn't like. Obviously, I talked about earlier, it was low level, and it was, you saw it literally tickling enemies, and I didn't like that. So I'm gonna get out of here with this gun and try to upgrade it back at the shops in town. See if we can do that. I think I did use a med kit here. Yeah, so I didn't want to, I especially didn't want to start the boss fight with no med kit and no health. Oh my god. Dude, sometimes you'll like sometimes you'll try to, you know, wave dash, or not wave dash, like jump and dash away from enemies like that, and their tracking is just like so good. It's painful. So you gotta be a little careful. I was feeling a little bit more warmed up by this point, but I definitely was still greedy in some hits. Yeah. I'm trying to get my red health back here a little bit. I'm not critting. I need to flash step to activate one of my perks to get some extra crit chance. Oh, get parried, bitch. I did take some extra damage there, but it's fine. We did have many gems left. I didn't gain any many gems that time in the map though, so we're kind of running out here. Right, we still have 4 of our lives, so I haven't died yet, but as you can see, we only have 7 medigems, so that's only 2 more medkits after this one. Alright, so you spawn in at the shrine that you kind of last visited. So this is the one I visited last, and I think I have a perk right now where I get more damage for more blood in my inventory every 150 chunks. So you see that blood number top right of 185. I kind of wanted to get 150 that, and I don't know if it's blood that I'm holding in the map or like back at home, because those are like different, but I just wanted to get that much in case anyway. Wolf time. Man, this boss, the times I fought it, fucked me up. Get parried, bitch. It is so hard. It is so hard. Oh my god. The thing is, like, that was greedy. I was going after the dog. You gotta be... Oh god, you can't really jump away from shots like that. Sometimes you can, if you get like a good angle, but a lot of enemies, or boss enemies I've seen, like to jump on you. And when they jump, I feel like there's no better thing to do than just literally parry. But it's hard, and if you mess up, you just can get comboed. So I'm trying to stay close to him, actually, so that he doesn't jump on me. It was like my strategy right there, but me staying close while he was doing the shockwaves was actually messing me up. And then of course he backs up and then jumps. I don't even know how I'm alive right now. I'm gonna just use my med kit, probably. Yeah. I'm like watching, like, I hope I use my fucking med kit. I could have probably gotten some red health back there, which was a lot of health, so. Ooh, I got the parry on that one barely. You can see here, oh my god. You can see here, as I'm getting fucking owned, 1 health left, how important parrying is, and how important it is to actually, oh my god, 1 hit from anything and I'm dead. Parried, oh my god. I healed a little bit through that so I could take another hit. How important that fucking heal trinket I have is, because I'm bad right now. This is a boss I have not fought enough to learn properly, and I'm just like trying to hold on, dude. I'm just trying to hit him with a gun. Try not to get hit by a dog. Please don't jump on me. No! Get fucked, bitch. Alright, we won. Very close. I don't deserve that at all. In fact, honestly, that heal wasn't great either. So that stone on the ground, that's what you use to actually unlock the new characters and stuff, which this is already a character that I beat a boss to get. So I was playing co-op and we got the boss down. It was a very similar situation where I had literally no health and I was barely holding on to living, so it gets some perks, and I'm getting the one where I get more damage for every stamina pip I have, or a stamina point, so about like 20% extra damage if I'm not, or if I'm full stamina there. I was like, okay, that's a pretty good deal. Let's head out, because I don't have any health and I want to live and I don't want to use a revive. Please. There's something so satisfying, though, about the bosses, because, at least for me, with how, you know, new I am, right, and how bad I am, clearly, man, it's close. It is really close. So, I literally got down to 1 HP. Barely hanging on. I think once I learn to parry all the moves, because I think there's like a really high skill ceiling for this game. Once I learn to parry everything, it's gonna be way easier, but it's hard too, because if you parry and mess up and you fail, I did parry that, get on, you get punished really hard, right? And since healing is such a big deal, it might be a slow process for me to actually get that done. But, you know, we'll see. But, I mean, a run does not consist of just one boss, right? We have to kill the others in this run, so back we go. We have another med kit, and we have another opportunity to kill another boss. So I'm gonna go for this one, see how it goes. Luckily I spawned right next to it because I planned for this. I visited the shrine before on the last attempt. Some of the bosses are tough, man. Let's just hope that I could, you know, get through here. I like this guy. I don't know which one I like more. I haven't fought any of the other bosses besides just the wolf and this guy before. But I like the arena too. I'm just trying to skate away from that gremlin thing. I did actually, now that I'm looking at it, I did get the dash away from that charge. Maybe I should just dash back on this. Get parried, you absolute buffoon. Get parried. And then the dog, man. And then the dog, dude. And then the combo into the fucking... Oh my god. It's that easy though. It's... Yeah. Yeah. And that was just dumb of me. I saw... I knew what that move was. And yet I didn't react accordingly. Yeah, and then I'm getting fucking comboed. So... Oof. It's... on... You could turn on a dime, man. And you can see here that my gear loses durability from the death, so... That's one way that the deaths actually impact your run. It's not just free lives. You have to grind a little bit more. We lost our weapons there, so we'd have to get some more stuff. And we're the only 2 res left to kill the rest of the bosses. Oof. So I thought this was enough gameplay to, a good section of gameplay to show you guys for, you know, what it is. This is like what kind of a standard run, and from what I can tell, can look like, with a pretty decent build, opportunities to kill the bosses and stuff, and you know, going out there and everything. So hope you enjoyed. Thanks again for, you know, the team for giving me the chance to play the game beforehand. Yeah, you guys let me know what you think about it. But I'm really interested in this game, and I want to keep my eye on it a lot more, like I said, because I just think the concept is so interesting. And while this is early access, I'm interested to see how it will grow over time, especially. So thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time.